Greetings, creeps, and welcome to Convo Fango. Today we are joined by the writer, director of Evil Dead Rise, Lee Cronin. Where's your red? We got to get a little red on you too.
Mine's all inside
Ah,
today.
nice, nice.
Yeah,
You're red on the inside.
exactly. Exactly. Lovely to
Uh,
talk to you.
I had a blast with this. Obviously, I got to see it at the Overlook Film Festival, and that's just like the perfect audience to watch
Fantastic.
something like this. You
Yeah.
built in a lot of Easter eggs in there. I'm not going to spoil anything, but how important was it for you to strike a balance between like the movies that came before about, but also making your own totally new beast?
I think that balance was really important because when you cross the line to make a movie as a screenwriter, as a storyteller, as a director, you want to make an impression in terms of your own vision and what it is that you want to put on screen. So like I love the movies from the past, but my starting point was to not think about them at all. It was to think about the characters and the new circumstances that I wanted to create. Then I was able to have a lot of fun bringing my own horror ideas to the table in terms of the dread and the tension and the set pieces, but then also to go and have a little poke around in the toolbox from the past and to retool some of those things and use them in different ways and use a couple of things in much more obvious ways because I wanted this to be a movie that the fans would love. And then the fans bring someone with them that's never watched an Evil Dead movie before and creates a new fan. So I knew I needed to pay service to the very faithful Evil Dead fans that are out there, but also wanted there to be something new on offer, both for them and for a new audience too.
I love that so much, and you definitely struck that balance wonderfully.
Thank you.
Speaking of striking a balance, there's a delicate balance when you're playing with, you got to strike the balance between gruesome, brutal, and then just plain mean. Was it important
Mhm.
to you? Did you go into it with staying on one side or the other of that line?
Yeah, I mean was never something I thought about. And as bizarre as it sounds, despite how kind of like crazy the movie is and how horrific it is at times, I wanted to play it as the best to the best of my ability in a fun way. That was kind of how I looked at it. And in some respects, it's like you need to entertain yourself. And I do remember being behind the monitor as we deliver on certain physical effects and shots and various things and finding myself laughing, kind of out of relief, but also out of joy, thinking about how people could experience these moments like on screen. But for me, I wanted, first and foremost, I wanted it to be entertaining. And that was one of the things that I really you know, kind of it was my one rule in terms of approaching to like, is this entertaining as a moment? Is it entertaining in the context of everything else that's happening in the story? So even if someone is scared, and even if it's really over the top, is there some laughter behind the scream? Is there some more screaming after the laughter? It was trying to just get that whole blend right. And that was the really
Mhm.
fun part. When you get your footage into an edit and you really start to like hone in and refine what it is that the experience of this movie will be.
It was miraculously not mean, I have to say. It was fun, and it was there's a lot of times when it's in danger of like this could go mean, and then somehow you managed to not. So well done.
Thank you.